Sai Ram. Today we are going to see the second session of trigonometry. I think you tried all the sums and all the formulas which we gave in the session 1. Continuation of that we will be doing this session. I think you have tried the assignments which is given in the session 1. Okay, let us try that now and we will continue our session. Okay, so today's topics will be assignments, trigonometric values, trigonometric ratios of complementary angles, solvable, and again assignments. Let us go start with the assignments. First one, if cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, evaluate 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. Okay, next one here, cot square theta. Okay, so let us do this sum. So next, both the sums are there. Let us do it. Cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. Okay, that means cot theta represents who? Cot is reciprocal of tan, right? That means cot is equal to, as per our previous session formula we learnt, cot theta is equal to adjacent side by opposite side, right? That means in the previous session we told that if we are dealing in a trigonometry, we are dealing in a triangle, right? That also particularly a right angled triangle. We have a theta, that means other than 90. So I am keeping the theta in other than 90 space. So let us have this as 90. Next, 7 by 8, that means adjacent by opposite side. Theta's adjacent side 7, opposite side 8. Okay, next, so what is the tan value will be? 8 by 7, right? So we need sin theta and cos theta, right? Do I know the value of sin theta and cos theta? Yes, sin is what? Opposite by hypotenuse, right? Next, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. Is it right? Now we need the hypotenuse value. We have two values. Now I want the third hypotenuse. Then who will come and help me? Tell. Yes, Pythagoras theorem. So we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse is equal to square root of 8x square plus 7x square. So 8x square means how it will be? It will be 64x square plus 749x square, right? So 64 plus 49, you will get root of 113 x square. Root of x square, if I take the x outside, I will get x. But root of 13, I don't have a perfect square to be, root of 13, it is not a perfect square. So I have to keep the root 113. Sorry, root 113, I am misspelling it. It is root 113. Okay. So I have to keep the root 113 as it is inside the square root. Now I got my hypotenuse, right? Now next, sin theta. Sin theta will be what? Opposite side by hypotenuse. So opposite side is 8x, hypotenuse is root 113x. So 8 by root 113, right? Next, cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So 7 by root of 113, right? Let us move on to the next. What I want here, now I have to prove 1 plus I have to bring, I don't have to prove, I have to bring the answer. 1 plus sine theta, 1 minus cos theta, which is equal to 1. Just now I got the answer for sine theta as 8 by opposite by hypotenuse, 8 by root of 113. Here 1 minus 8 by root of 113. Next, cos. 1 minus cos theta, that means 1 minus 7 by root of 113. 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus 7 by root of 113. Can you see something what you have related in the algebraic identities? A plus b, a minus b. Can you see that? Then what is the formula for that? A square minus b square. Is it right? Is it right? So that is what we are going to get next. So a plus b, a minus b, I will get a square minus b square. So 1 minus 8 by root of 113 the whole square. It's not 8 by root of 113 square. It is 8 by root of 113 the whole square. Understood? Why I am using the word the whole square? The whole square means the square belongs to both the term. Okay. So the same thing. 1 minus 7 by root 113. 1 plus 7 by root 113. So here also we can see the same algebraic identity, a minus b, a plus b. So we are going to use the formula a square minus b square. So what I will get? 1 minus 8 square is 64. Root of 113, it will become 113. So it will be 1 minus 64 by 113 by 1 minus 49 by 113. So the next step what I have to do? I have to do the LCM. So what I will do? 113. So here, right? Cross multiplication. 113 minus 64 by 113 minus 49 by 113. So 113 will be cancelled. The balance will be 113 minus 64 by 113 minus 49. Then the answer will be 49 by 64. Okay. Now we got the answer. You just look it out again. So it is not that if we are using trigonometry means we will be using only the trigonometric formulas. We have to use all the formulas which we studied from 6th standard, right? Algebraic identities we have to use, Pythagoras theorem we have to use. If we are about to use the properties, cumulative property, associative property, that also we have to use. It's not that only this formula we have to use. You have to have the knowledge of all the formulas. So let us see the next one. Cot square theta. They have given the cot value already. Is it right? What is the cot here? That means adjacent by opposite, right? Here who is the adjacent? 7. Who is the opposite? 8. So cot square is cot into cot theta. So 7 by 8 into 7 by 8. So the value is 49 by 64. Now you have to think, you have seen it. Now you have to think. Now what is my question here? Cot square theta. Previously my question is 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, right? But for both I got the same answer. Is it right? Why I am getting the same answer for both? This is cot, but that is sine and cos. Why I am getting the same answer for both? Because sine I can relate it to cos. Sine I can relate it to cosecant. Is it right? Cosecant is the inverse of sine. Secant is the inverse of cos. Cot is the inverse of tan. tan is related to sine and cos. Here everyone, all the 6 members are interrelated. That is why one will represent the other in some other way. So can you relate it somewhere? This one, I think if you relate means you are the best, really, if you are able to relate what I am trying to tell here. Let us see in the last. Now let us go on to the next one. In triangle ABC, right angled at B, if tan A is equal to 1 by root 3, find the value of both. Let us see what is this. So they have given a right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B, and I can keep A wherever I can, because they didn't mention where I have to keep. So I am keeping my A this side. Then who is my opposite? BC. And who is my adjacent? AB. Tan is the person relating who and who? Tan is the person relating opposite by adjacent. As per our slogan, it is TOA, correct? Tan, opposite, adjacent, TOA. So who is opposite here? 1. Adjacent, root 3, right? Since it is in a fraction, we don't know this is the primary or this is the secondary one, so we are using a x here. Okay, so let us see. So tan is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Okay, so it is x by root 3 x. Now who I want? I want sine cos. So what I need there? If I have cot tan only, opposite and adjacent is enough, but here sine is there. If I need sine value, then I need who? Hypotenuse also, because sine is a person who relates the opposite and hypotenuse, and cos is a person who relates adjacent and hypotenuse. You have to remember it. Okay, so I need the hypotenuse. How can I find the hypotenuse formula? By using Pythagoras. So hypotenuse is equal to x square plus root 3x the whole square is equal to root of x square plus 3x square. You know how to do this. If you take the root of, that means square, the square root will be gone. So it will be x square plus 3x square, which is equal to root of 4x square, which is equal to 2x, right? So I just now I got the value of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 2x. Now I can just substitute in here. I can get the answer. Let us see. Sin A cos C, cos A sin. Sin A means x by 2x, opposite by hypotenuse, right? So x by 2x. Next, cos C. Cos C means I have to see from here, right? For cos C, who is cos? Cos means next person. So cos C, who is adjacent? Cos means adjacent by hypotenuse. For C angle, who is adjacent? X. Who is hypotenuse? 2x. So x by 2x. Next, cos A. For cos A, adjacent by hypotenuse, root 3x by 2x. Sin C. For sin C, who is opposite? Root 3x by hypotenuse. Be clear with the angles from which place you are seeing. So now you remember 3 friends, who is standing in front, who is standing in back, like that and all we spoke, correct? Is it right? One of them is telling that he failed, another one telling he played. Do you understand? From each person's angle we have to think. So if they are asking in A, we have to stand in the place of A, and then we have to see who is opposite and who is adjacent. If they are talking about the angle C, you have to stand in the place of angle C, then you have to tell who is opposite and who is adjacent. This is the very, very important one you have to be very careful about. So which angle I am talking about? If I am talking about A, I have to stand in the place of A. If I am talking about C, I have to stand in the place of C. Okay, so be careful in that. So sin A. Next one, x by 2x into x by 2x is x square. 2 into 2, 4x square. Here root 3x by 2x, root 3x by 2x, root 3 into root 3, 3, x into x, x square, 2 into 2, 4, x into x, x square. So I get denominator 4x square. So what it will be? 4x square plus 3x square. So it will be 4x square by 4x square. So it is answer 1. Right? Okay. Now let us see the next one. Cos A. So it is cos A. That means adjacent by hypotenuse. Root 3x by 2x. Next, cos C. That means I have to stand here. Cos C means adjacent by hypotenuse. X by 2x. Right? Minus sin A. Again I have to stand here. Sin A opposite by hypotenuse. That means x by 2x. Now sin C. Sin C I have to stand here. C, sin means opposite. Soha opposite. Root 3x by 2x. So here root 3x 2x, x by 2x, both are same. So I can cancel it. I'll get the answer as 0. That's all. Oh, simply 0. Why I have to write this and all? I can directly write 0. No. For all the sum it won't come like that. So you have to be very particular where to see from where. Okay. Let us go to the today's session. Trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. Till now we saw about sine is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, cos is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, tan is equal to secant is equal to, like that and all. That means we are talking about theta, some value. If I take a particular value, then what will be my answer? That is the one we are going to see here. We are going to see not all the values, just particularly 5 values. One is, let us see, trigonometric ratio of 45. Trigonometric ratio of 45. That means how can I take an angle with a 45? I don't have to draw. Then how can I take? They have already told that trigonometry talks only about the triangle who is having a 90 degree as an internal. One of its internal angle should be 90 degree. Then if I take any one angle as 45, then what will be the other angle? If one angle I am taking it as 45, then what will be the other angle? I know that if I add all 3 angles, I must get 180. One is 90, another one is 45. It will come as 45, right? Now, if 2 angles are equal, then my both sides will be equal as per my isosceles triangle property, right? So, I can construct a triangle with 45 degree one side. So, trigonometric ratio of 45 degree. Let us take in triangle ABC, right angled at B, if one angle is 45, then the other angle is also 45. Now only we saw that. Okay. Next, if both the angles are 45, then both the sides will be equal. So that sides I am taking it as A. Okay. Next, then by Pythagoras theorem I can find the hypotenuse. That means my AC. I have my AB is equal to A, BC is equal to A. Now I have to find my AC. Easily I can find with the Pythagoras theorem, right? AC square is equal to 2A square. That means AC is equal to A root 2. Okay, now I have 45 here. That means now I can write sine value. How can I write my sine value? My sine value is, sine 45 is opposite by hypotenuse, a by a root 2. So a gets cancelled. I'm getting the value as 1 by root 2. Now let us see the next, cos 45. Cos 45, what is that? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So it is AB by AC. A by a root 2, which is 1 by root 2. Now let us take the tan value. Tan value is opposite by adjacent, right? Who is opposite and who is adjacent here? Since I am standing here, this is my opposite, this is my adjacent. So I get a by a, which is equal to 1. So I have three values. One is sin 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, and tan 45 is 1. Keep it in mind. Next one, trigonometric ratios of 60. Have you ever heard about 60? That means the 60 will come in equilateral triangle. Is it right? So I have an equilateral triangle. That means one angle 60 means then all my angles will be 60 only. Okay. In our 9th standard, I have learnt something about congruent triangles. If I drop a perpendicular line from my opposite A, I will get two triangles and congruent that and all. So let us take equilateral triangle of each angle 60 and all the sides be 2A. Okay, that means AB is equal to BC is equal to CA is equal to 2A. Then I am dropping a perpendicular line AD from A to BC. Perpendicular line means particularly in equilateral triangle, altitude and median works as same. That means if I drop a perpendicular line means here it will give a 90 degree and it will break it as equal. That is what the magic about equilateral triangle. So if I drop a perpendicular line from A to BC as AD, then I will get a 90 degree and also I'll get the sides BD is equal to DC is equal to A. So how I am telling? Because of the congruent and because of the property of the median and altitude. Okay, in particularly in equilateral triangle only it happens. Other than that, median is another, altitude altitude gives another way, but in particularly equilateral triangle, altitude and median works in same as both, right? So on the basis of this, I have 2A, AD is common, here it is A, here it is A, here it is also 60, here is also 60, then who is the last one? Here it is 30, here it will be 30, right? As per my congruent of two triangles ABD and ACD, right? So I get my angle as 30 and my sides as A and A. Now I have a right angled triangle with one angle 60 and other angle 30. Right? I am not going to talk about that because it is a similar congruent triangle. Whatever I am applying this, it is applied for there also. Is it right? Now let us come to our sine, cos and tan. So what they are all telling now, let us see. I have my hypotenuse, I have my adjacent, I have my opposite side also. How I got my opposite? Using the Pythagoras theorem. Now let us take the sine value. Sine 60 is equal to what? Sine 60. I am not talking about A because A is 30 here. We are talking about B. So sine 60. Who is the opposite to sine 60? A root 3. A root 3 opposite by hypotenuse. A root 3 by 2A. So which is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay. So next let us see the cos value. Cos means adjacent by hypotenuse. A by 2A, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now next the tan. Opposite by adjacent. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. That means how I'm directly taking from sine by cos. That's all. So I'll get the value as root 3. How? The 2 gets cancelled. 2 gets cancelled. So I'll get the answer as root 3. Okay, so let us move on. In this triangle itself, I have 60 and 30. So if I am standing in the B angle, I can talk about 60. If I am standing in the A, I can talk about the 30. Is it right? That is what we are going to do in the next. Trigonometric ratios of 30 degree. Now here I am standing here means who is my opposite side? A. That means BD is my opposite side. Who is my adjacent side? AD. That means A root 3. Okay, so let us see. Sine 30, opposite side BD by adjacent A root 3. BD by AD. Okay, BD by AD. So be clear with that. BD by, I'm writing wrong. See, BD by AB. Why it is AB? Why it is not AD? Because AD is my adjacent side. AB is my hypotenuse. That is why we have to be very clear. So we have to stand there. It is not possible. So because I am standing here, it's confusing. So you be clear. So sine 30 is opposite side by hypotenuse. That means opposite side by hypotenuse. That means A by 2A. Okay, next. A by 2A means 1 by 2. Cos 30, adjacent side by hypotenuse. Right? Who is the adjacent side? A root 3. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. A root 3 by 2A. So what I get? AA gets cancelled. Root 3 by 2. Okay. Now, last one. Just I have to do division of these two. That's all. Tan 30 is equal to sine by cos. So I'll get the value as 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 1 by root 3. Okay. Now, let us move on to the next. 0. We have seen 45, we have seen 60, we have seen 30. Then the next is the starting point 0. Let us see that. When C reaches B. How? When C reaches B. When C reaches B, what happens? Angle of A becomes 0. Right? That means sine 0 will be BC by AC, right? BC by AC. Since C have reached to B, BC will be equal to 0, right? BC will be equal to 0. AC will be same. Whatever the value may be, I don't care. Something divided by 0 is 0, right? So the next one, cos 0. How? Cos 0. That means adjacent side by hypotenuse. Who is my adjacent side here? This is the 0 angle. Who is the adjacent? AB. My AC also reached to same point. That means my AB by AC is equal to AB by AB. Right? That is why it is equal to 1. Okay. So our trigonometric ratios of 0 degree value for sine is 0, for cos is 1. Let us see the next for 90. For 90, what we are going to do? When A reaches B, that means when A reaches B. When A reaches B, what happens? It becomes a straight line. That means nothing will be there. It becomes a straight line. Right? So in this, what is my sine? Sine will be opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side by hypotenuse. So where and how? Opposite side is BC. So it reached there. So the B and A point are there. Could you see that we have moved this A to B? That means AC became BC. Is it right? So that is what happened here when A moved to B. When A moved to B, my BC, that means my opposite side BC reaches that means my hypotenuse reaches my opposite side. So it becomes 1. BC by AC is equal to 1. I think you understood this from here to here. So here what happened? My AC reaches here, so it becomes BC. So it is equal to 1. Now, what about my cos? Since this part is gone, this value is gone. AB is in same point. So AB value is 0. 0 by hypotenuse is 0. I think you understand this. If you repeat it again, you can easily understand. Now, how each and everything how I have to remember? That is a big thing, no? Let us see how. In a circle, that means you have seen axis, that means x-axis, y-axis. If I draw a circle of unit, 1 unit, so my 0, that means axis 0 line, that will be my 0. Next 30, 45, 60, 90. Only this part we are going to see in this year. In your PU, you will be going to see all the next thing. That means a circle is made of 360 degree. In that 360 degree, we are seeing only about the 90 degrees, from 0 to 90 degree. That means particularly 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Not the other values. In this year, we are going to concentrate only on this first quadrant. Okay. Let us see. Trigonometric circle. Okay. So now we told that we are going to see only the one quadrant. 0. Sine 0 is 0. Sine 30, 1 by 2. Sine 45, root 2 by root 2. But I can write that as root 2 divided by root 2 into root 2. That means which is equal to 1 by root 2. Right? So sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60, root 3 by 2. Sine 90, 1. Okay. So this is for sine circle. Next, cos circle. So cos 1, cos 0 is equal to 1. Cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. And cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. Cos 90 is equal to 0. Okay. Why we are concentrating only about the cos and sine circle? Why we are not talking about tan and other things? Because if I know the cos and sine, I can find the tan. If I know the sine, I can find the cosecant. If I know the cos, I can find the secant. If I know the tan, I can find the cotangent. Right? So on the basis of that only, we are concentrating more on sine and cos only. So let us see how to remember these values easily. All the values 0, 30, 45, 60, 90 of all the values. Okay. Now look at your watch. Look at your watch. Have you ever heard that in English they will be telling quarter past 1, half past 1, 3/4, or else you can think about a cake. You can think about a cake. That means quarter, half, 3/4 of the cake and full. Understood? The same thing we are going to apply here. Don't think about this value. Just think about your watch. So first you are going to start with 0. Next 15 minutes. What do you tell for 15? It is 1 by 4. Right? Next half an hour, 1 by 2. Right? Next 45 minutes you will tell us root 3 by 4. Right? Last 1. Now if you take the square root for all, you will get this value. Square root of 0 is 0. Square root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. Square root of 1 by 2 is 1 by root 2. Now square root of 3 by 4 is root 3 by 2. Square root of 1 is 1. I'm telling again, if you are, anyhow you will be wearing your watch. Whenever you are seeing the 0, it is 0. For 15 minutes, it is 1 by 2. That means quarter. 1 by 4. Take the root, you will get 1 by 2. For 30 minutes, half an hour, 1 by 2. If you take the root, you will get 1 by root 2. 45 minutes, 3 by 4. So it is, if you take the root, you will get root 3 by 2. For 1 hour, you will get 1. If you look at the watch and memorize this table, it will be very easy. When you are memorizing this, please look at this watch. Now, you told only about the first line. What about the second line? Just reverse it. 1, root 3 by 2, root 2, 1 by 2, 0. That's all. Just reverse the sign, you will get the value. Now next, tan. Tan is just a division of sine and cos. 0 by 1 is 0. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. Root 2 to cancel. I'll get 1 by root 3. Just divide it. You'll get the answer. Here, root 3 by root 2 by root 2. Cancelled. You'll get 1. 2 gets cancelled. So the value is root 3. Now, 1 by 0. Anything by 0, we cannot find the value. That is why it is not defined. Okay. So now here, next and all, just reverse of sine value. If you know the sine and cos, you can find the tan. If you know the tan, you can get the value of cosecant. If you know the cos, you can get the value of secant. So just memorize the sine. You don't have, you memorize it with the watch. Look at the watch and think about that the needle is moving 0, 15, 30 minutes, 45 minutes and back to 1. Like that you remember it. Okay. I think it's easy. I showed the easy way to remember. Next, let us do some sum in this. So now itself I cannot remember. So what I have to do? Let me have the table. So sine 30. What is my sine 30? 1 by 2. So let us write as 1 by 2. Next, what is my tan 45? Tan 45 is 1 plus 1. Next, minus cos 60. What is my cos 60? 2 by root 3. Okay, divided by secant 30. Where is my secant 30? 2 by root 3. Next, cos 60 plus cos 60. Where is my cos 60? Plus 1 by 2. Next, plus cot 45. Cot 45 is 1. So it is 1. Both are looking same. I can cancel it and I get the answer. Is it right? Both are looking same now. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2 I have. 2 by root 3, 2 by root 3 I have. 1 and 1 I have. Both are looking same. Is it right? No. I have a minus here. So I should not cancel it. I have to do the calculation. Just do the LCM. So what is my LCM here? 2 and root 3. Right? So here root 3 is not there. So it is root 3 plus 2 root 3 minus 4 divided by, here also the same thing, 2 root 3, here root 3 plus, sorry, here it is root 3, it is plus 4 plus 2 root 3. Okay, so you will get 3 root 3 minus 4, 3 root 3 plus 4. Okay, now you have the value. Can I leave it like this? Yes, you can, but in 9th standard we have learned rationalization. Is it right? We are not supposed to leave the root value in the denominator. So we have to rationalize it. How to do the rationalization? Just multiply with the root 3 minus 4 divided by 3 root 3 plus 4 with the opposite symbol. So what I get here? 3 root 3 minus 4 the whole square divided by a plus b, a minus, sorry, here it is minus. So it is 3 root 3 the whole square minus 4 square. Just to rationalize it, you can get the answer. Let us see it. So it is, we are getting the answer as root 3 minus 4, root 3 plus 4. For rationalization, I am multiplying with 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 3 root 3 minus 4. So this becomes 3 root 3 minus 4 the whole square. Whole square means a minus b the whole square formula, expand it. Next, here a plus b, a minus b becomes a square minus b square formula. By calculation, you will get the answer. By the last answer, you are not having the root. So this is my last. Okay. Let us do the next sum. So the next sum, 5 cos square 60 plus 4 secant square 30 minus tan square 45. So for that we need the table, right? From the table we will get the value as 5 cos 60 is 1 by 2 the whole square plus 4 2 by 3 the whole square minus tan 45 is 1. Next, sin square 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 the whole square. Just if we get the LCM correct, we will get the answer. Right? I think I don't have to do. By seeing this, you can understand. Let us move on to the next. Trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. What is meant by complementary? We know that two angles are said to be complementary if their sum equals to 90. Right? In our trigonometry, we know that we have a triangle with one angle 90, then the other angle's sum should be equal to 90, right? In a triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 means then the other A plus B should be equal to 90, right? So, A plus C is equal to 90, or else angle A plus angle C is equal to 90. If I bring the C that side, what I get? Angle A is equal to 90 minus angle C. Or else angle C is equal to 90 minus angle A. So, if I am writing angle A, I can write as 90 minus C. If I am writing angle C, I can write as 90 minus A. Is it right? So that is what we are going to see now. Let us take a triangle and let us write all the ratios A and also for C. Let us see how it comes. Okay. So if I am talking about A, it is 90 minus C. If I am talking about C, it is 90 minus A. So sign value opposite by hypotenuse. For C also I have to write. So if I write each and everything, I can see some relation in it. So see here, if BC by AC, where I am getting? That means my sin A is equal to cosine 90 minus A, right? Sin A is equal to cos 90 minus A. You can see another relation. AB by AC you can see here. Right? The same thing. Tangent you can see here. Tangent, cotangent. Tangent tan A will be is equal to cot 90 minus A. Same thing. Tan 90 minus A you can see here. See here. AC by BC. The same AC by BC. That means cosecant A is equal to secant 90 minus A. Right? Can you see the similarities here? That means connections here, interrelated. So how to, every time I have to write this and remember this? No, you don't have to write this like this every time. Easily, how can I remember? Now comes our super hexagonal to help us. But one thing you remember, that you have to write C, cos, cot, cosec in one side, sin, tan and secant in other side. That means sin cos, tan cot, secant cosecant. CCCSTS. Now let us see how to remember it easily. If sin is A, cos is 90 minus A. If sin is 90 minus A, cos is A. Tan is A, then cot is 90 minus A. always when you are doing the trigonometric complementary angles or whatever, draw this super hexagonal, you will get all the answers perfectly. Next, so when tan 90 minus a, you will get cot a. The same thing for secant a and cosecant 90 minus a. Secant 90 minus a is cosecant a. So with this, you can do a project also. Let me show how to do. So take a triangle. The angle is a and 90 minus a. Let us have our super hexagonal. And we have to write our sine, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. If my a comes here, my cos 90 minus a. Next. Looking now so nice now, you can do a project with this with a chart or a thermocol also. Really, if you do it now, you will never forget it. See, sin 90, 90 minus a, cos a. Next. Is it right? You can do a project like this. Next. The super hexagonal help us for one more thing. Cos is opposite by hypotenuse, sine is opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, cosecant ulta of sine, hypotenuse by opposite, secant ulta of cos, hypotenuse by adjacent, tan opposite by adjacent, cot adjacent by opposite. But we are not going to treat only with the sides. We are going to relate sine with cos, cos with cosecant, cosecant with secant, secant with tan, tan with cot, cot with all. Okay, right? So for that, what I have to do? I have a super hexagonal. One more time, I am going to write sine, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. See this. Sine comes from the next two, cos by cot. How? I will write in a short form. So C by S. That means S goes top. So C into S by C. C gets cancelled, I will get S. That means S. S means sine. C means cos. Is it right? Now next. Cos, how it will come? It comes from cot by cosecant. Right? Next. Let us see the tan. Tan comes from sine by cos. Next. Cosecant comes from secant by tan. Next. Secant, tan by sine. Next. Cot, cosecant by secant. That means if I have to write for sine, cos by cot. Cos, cot by cosecant. Next, cot, cosecant by secant. Okay. Do I have to do only with the clockwise? No. You can write for the anti-clockwise also. That is true for anti-clockwise. See, sine, tan by secant. If you write in anti-clockwise, that is also true. How? Tan is sine by cos. Secant is 1 by cos. Cos get cancelled. So you will get the sine. Right? So in the anti-clockwise, if you write also, you will get the same value. Sine means tan by secant. Why I am telling this and all means in future, if you are writing a sum, you have to think about in all the way how to represent the sine. Not only in the cos or something. You have to represent in cos and cot also, tan and secant also. Okay, that is why I am telling you, remember this super hexagonal very nicely. Draw it again and again, at least for 25 times you will get remembering. Okay, so cos is sine by tan, cot is cos by sine, cosecant cot by cos. Right? So that's all. Now it's very easy sum. See, solvable is very easy. Whenever you have like this, just look at the angles. Add this. If you are getting 90, close your eyes and write any one of them. Sine 90, how you will get 18? Sine 90 minus 72. Just now I studied. If I have sine 90 minus a, I can write as cos a, right? That's all. First you have to confirm that both the angles, if I add, I am getting 90. That's all you have to confirm. If you confirm it easily, you can get the answer. Right? Shall we move on to the next? Now, cos, cosecant 31, secant 59. if by adding, am I getting 90? 59 plus 31, yes, I am getting 90. So whichever you want, you can take it as another type. That means I am keeping the cosecant as it is. I am writing the secant as cosecant 90 minus what I will get? 59, 31. So I'll get cosecant 31 minus, I think I'm getting wrong. So cosecant 31 I am writing as cosecant 31 only. Secant I am writing as secant 59 I am writing as 90 minus 31. This is right. Previously little bit wrong. So let us see. Secant I am writing as 90 minus 31. Here it becomes secant 31. So it becomes secant 90 minus a becomes cosecant, same, cosecant 59 becomes cosecant 31. So the answer is 0. It is little bit confusing, but if you try it again and again, easily you can write. For just you have to make sure that both of your angles get 90. That's all. Okay. I think you repeat it again. That's all. Let us see some other sum. One more sum. That's all. Okay. Secant 4a cosecant a minus 20. So I know that secant and cosecant, how can I compare? If I write secant as 90 minus something, I'll get that cosecant here. So I'm writing the secant as cosecant 90 minus. Okay, so here cosecant, so I can compare the angles, right? 90 minus 4a is equal to a minus 20. So 90 plus 20, I'll get my a angle as 22. I'm repeating again. If secant 4a is equal to cosecant a minus 20, where 4a is an acute angle, that means I know, because in right angle triangle, one is 90 means other should be acute angle, then find the value of a. So secant, I can change it as cosecant 90 minus a. Then I have to compare the angles. If I compare normal algebraic expressions, I will get the answer as 22. Right? So by this, we are getting some knowledge about comparing the angles. Right? Now, if A, B and C are interior angles of a triangle, that means A, B, C are interior angles of a triangle. What they are indirectly telling, if I add A plus B plus C, I must get 180. Right? Here, they are asking about A by 2 and B plus C by 2 of sine. Okay? That means I have to keep A one side and I have to bring my B plus C one side. Right? Now, am I having A and B plus C in same? No, I have a divided by 2 also. Let me divide it by 2. What I get? So it becomes A by 2 is equal to 90 minus B plus C by 2. Right? So sine B plus C by 2 I can write as, that means cos A by 2. A by 2 or na B plus C by 2. I can compare it. Is it right? I can compare A by 2 with B plus C by 2. How? A by 2 is equal to 90 minus B plus C by 2. So by this, if I am starting from my LHS, sine B plus C by 2, which is equal to sine 180 minus A by 2. By the previous explanation, we got it. So it becomes 90 minus A by 2. Okay. Next. So sine 90 minus A is cos A. So it is cos A by 2. So I reached the RHS. Understood? So just I am bringing this to A by 2 is equal to 90 minus B plus C by 2. Right? So I am keeping the B plus C by 2 this side. I am bringing here. What I get? B plus C by 2 is equal to 90 minus A by 2. Right? That is what I have used here. That's all. I think you understood this. These type of questions only they will ask according to the complementary angles. Revise it, you will get the answer very perfectly. So by this we finish our session. This is your assignment. This is not a big thing. It is just a true or false, and you have to tell why it is true and why it is false. That's all. Okay. So by this, let us finish this session. It's a long one, but you have to understand it clearly. Okay. Thank you. Sai Ram.